Hello everybody, welcome. I don't know if y'all be able to tell the difference. You may be able to. We have, it's a new phone. I know, I didn't want to go and get one, but it did force its hand. My other phone, the charger started going in and out, like the charging port was bad, and I thought that's what was wrong with it. When we took it to AT&T store and get it looked at, hush! I don't think he's gonna stop barking. But anyway, we took it to the store to get it looked at, and when we took it out of the case, the phone actually opened up because the battery was swelling up, so I had to get a new one. But the deal they were running, I wound up getting a new phone and a couple other things, and my bill come down a good bit. They found a lot of stuff on my bill that they could save me some money on, so that's a blessing. So hopefully this is a bit clearer and it'll last as long as the other one. The other one was 3 years or so. So I was gonna say we got pretty good service out of it. The week has not started so well. That was Sunday. On Monday, me and Andrew spent the whole day working on the chicken coop because it had collapsed. Yesterday, I was sore from that and had a funeral to go to. And this morning I got up, went and got my hair cut, and we're gonna try to get at something here. I don't know if y'all enjoy this or not, but what we got is a Lincoln Ranger. It's a welding machine, runs off of an Onan. He bought it a while back. He's had some trouble with it. Asked me if I'd fix the carburetor for him. And I said, well, he's got a few issues, but the number one is it won't run unless you're choking it. So we're gonna try to snatch the carburetor off of it right quick. And I've got the ultrasonic cleaner in the house turned on, getting hot, so we can flush it. And I have cranked it, and it does run, but I have to keep capping my hand over the carburetor to get it to run. And it needs the air filter too, he said. Hopefully the dog and the chickens will shut up here directly. I doubt the chicken will ever shut up because he never shuts up. He crows all the time. So we're gonna try to pull this off here right quick and get her in there and start getting it clean now. Hopefully it'll be right quick. I haven't done the Rangers before, the Lincoln Rangers, but I've worked on a good many of these Onans back in the day. So I don't think it's too much of a difference. We'll get it off here anyway. Y'all get to see a little bit of it. I don't know why Crypto won't hush. The chicken is normally chickening all the time, so the chickens all the time. The dog don't always bark all the time. For some reason, he just don't want to be quiet today. Okay. It almost looks like they broke that intake and glued it back. Yeah, I think they did. But that shouldn't be the You know what? I forgot about that. You have to tear the whole thing apart to get that carburetor off. Okay, change of plans. We're gonna pop the top off of it and see if we can clean the insides with it still on there. Oh, I had to fix the air hose this morning too. I about forgot about that. I went and got my hair cut and come back and was blowing the hair off of me, and the air compressor come on and wouldn't stop. And I walked outside to see why, and it was just running like crazy because the air was blowing. The air hose is rotten going out the door, so I kind of need a new air hose for the outside. We'll have to wait till we can get a hold of one of them because it's just not in the cards at the moment. I used my last 75 footer because I usually buy them in advance, but I'm out of them now because I had to use the last one to build something in the shop for the supply for the blasting cabinet. So, but we'll take this off. We're going to have a look in here and see if we can get him to come loose. Oh yeah, of course. But of course, yeah, I'd say that tore up pretty good. Yep, it ain't gonna leave us much to work with either, is it? Appears to be not so. Yep. Oh, wonderful. And the day continues. But at least it's the holiday season. And I enjoy that. We took the kids to the Tanglewood last night to see the lights, and they had a good time, enjoyed that. So that's one of them things. I might try to make a gasket for this thing. I was really hoping that I could peel the gasket off and save it enough that I could see it, but that is not happening. So, you know, all right, we got gas coming up through there. There's gas coming up. Let's see. Somewhere there's a plug. There's a plug over here. Oh yeah, yeah, I'd say she's full of sludge. And there's a plug over here. I don't know if I can get to it or not. I might have to go get a scrunch or something, pop it loose. I'm gonna pause y'all for a second. I'm gonna go grab a socket. All right, I moved y'all in a little closer. There's a plug right here on the side of the carburetor. We're gonna pop this loose, screw it out and let the bolt drain. There's just a little bit of gas in there. And there's a bunch of sludge down in there. I'm gonna see if I can unscrew the mains yet. Aha. There's the main. Now it comes out the plug hole, usually. Yep. There it should be. And it is. Well, it's actually open a little bit, but this is what's in there. I guess y'all can see that. I hope you can. It's like, you know, just, I mean, there's just gobs of it in there. So, yeah, there's a lot of trash in there. A lot of trash. All right. I go get some brake cleaner. We're gonna wash this thing out. I got to try to make a gasket if I want to reuse this. All right. We'll try to see if we can wash some of this trash out. This dumpster is full. That makes a world of difference, just getting the garbage out of it. Come on, get in there. There we go. Yeah. There's where the main windings of it come out. Now see, I was gonna pull the air hose around here, but it broke, so the air hose won't reach around here now. This would be so much nicer with the carburetor off, but the bolts come in from the intake on the bottom. But well, once again, like I said, I can't get the air hose over here right now. Well, I guess I could. I got an idea. I do have an air compressor in the back of the truck, a gas-powered compressor. It'd be nice if the throttle flap would shut on this thing and stay shut. Well, nothing's wanting to hold it shut. I guess I could take it loose right here. Tell you what we're gonna do. We're just gonna do this right here. There we go. Now at least the majority of the stuff can't get stuffed down through the carburetor. These razor knives make pretty good gasket scrapers. We get the majority off of it. Well, the heat just shut off in the shop. It's really not that bad out here. That's 52, according to this thing. This is how we do it. We just sit and scrape and scrape and scrape. Just try to get the majority of it off of here. I don't know if anybody around here local would have any 09 carburetor parts. If I don't have them, more than likely nobody's got them. Because I don't know anybody that keeps 09 stuff anymore. I'm about the only one, and I'm running low on it, so I hadn't had many of these to work on in years. There is one right there on that John Deere lawnmower next to us. I could snatch the whole thing off it, probably. Well, all right, that's pretty much where we're going with this. We're just gonna keep washing it out and scraping it off there till I get it all out. I might try to go in there and see if we can't film making a new one. I think if I do, I'm going to film it separate, and then we'll try it, and if it works, you'll get to see it. If it doesn't, you might get to see a fail. But sometimes I don't film making these gaskets because some of these gaskets, like this one, as complicated as this gasket is, it may take me an hour and a half or so to make this gasket. Is it worth it? Technically, no, but yes at the same time. If this is yours and you don't have no way to replace it, or if it's something that's obsolete, making it might be your only method of getting a new one. And if you're gonna work on stuff that has obsolete parts that you can't get and you have to make them, doing it on something that you can get parts for is the best thing to do, and I try to express that in some of my videos. If you're learning how to do something that most other people don't do, learn how to do it on things that you can get parts for. That way you can keep fixing the things that you mess up until you get good enough that you can fix them. And fix them. Because there's nothing wrong with messing up, because we're gonna mess up. I mean, I mess up all the time. Just luckily it's not usually anything that anybody even notices, because it's usually minute. I could start filming or showing and trying to teach exactly how I mess things up sometimes. But most of the time they're just little minuscule things that don't take but just a second to rectify. Well, and a lot of them I don't even count them as messing up. I just didn't get it right the very first time and had to move something around or do something a little bit different to straighten it up. But it's not something that I worry with a whole lot. Because if you mess something up and you get hung up on it, you'll never succeed at doing anything, because you'll always stay hung up on the fact that you messed something up. It's kind of a two-way street there. So if you're working on something that's already messed up and it don't work, and you don't get it the first time, did you even mess it up because it didn't work anyway? All you did was figure out another way it wouldn't work. So, it's like, well, it didn't work that way. Try again. And sometimes you just have to stop for a little while. I understand that, because it happens to me too. I'm not perfect. Don't even claim to be. I just fix things. I'm a fixer of things. That's what I am. All right, let's see if we can get some air hose. I forgot to hit record. Ain't the best air system in the world, but it's air. My compressor ran out of gas because of course it did. Yeah, there's tons of crud down in the bottom of this bowl. I mean, bunches of it. But I'm gonna scrape it all out and blow it out. And I've never made a gasket for one of these carburetors, but we're gonna try it. So I don't know if I'll try to show all of it, every little bit of it, but this thing is filthy and I ain't lying. It really should be in the cooker in there for an hour, but I have to pull the whole intake off and everything. So we're gonna try it this way, and if she cleans up and goes, we'll call it a go. If it don't, then we'll pull the intake and everything. See, there's a real thin slot down in there that is just jam-packed full of crud. It's just old fine crud. There's a bunch of it. See, they actually made a hump in the bottom of the carburetor, so any of the trash that's on this side has like a well to go down into to try to trap some of it. They built this carburetor well. So, all right, that looks like the majority of it's scraped loose. I want y'all to watch what comes out of this thing, because I'm going to show you. Y'all seen me blow it out already. Now look how much crud comes out of this rascal. And there's still a little bit more down in there. But we're going to go in here and do some gasket making. And yeah, let's go give some gasket making a try. All right, y'all. Trying to get to where I can see what y'all can see. I'm going to pull this stuffing back up out of the carburetor. Just look in here. Oh, thread come down my shirt. Of course it did. Just looking to see if there's a little more crud down in there I can scrape out. I got most of it. There might be a little bit of stuff here and there. Without taking these off and cleaning them, it's kind of hard to tell what you're going to get. All right, now what we're going to shoot for now is I did brought the little tweezers out here with me. I'm going to try to hold this main jet and stick it down here in this slot because it goes in this way. I'm going to try to get it right there. Take the screwing iron, get it started in the slot, screw it back in there like such, snug him up. Do not forget to put this bolt back in there, because if you do, it leaks really bad. I mean really bad. Like so much the fuel won't stay in the carburetor. Just give him a little light snugging. We've got our clean needle, our cleaner carburetor, our new homemade gasket. We're gonna fit it down in there, maybe. Yeah, them floats don't come up past the Them floats don't come up past the carburetor base. Our slot fits, all our holes line up. Our port's smaller than our port's bigger than our Venturi. So I think we've got a winner here. We're going to put this on here like this. We got to remember to hook our choke up as we go, because the cable's not long enough to pull it off to the side. So we're going to get that set back up in there and set it like that. Now, is it a lot of work to make a gasket? Yes, it is. I've got probably 2 hours in this gasket now. These gaskets are obtainable. Could I get one today to finish this video? No. So, some of the stuff that I do, even though it's not time efficient, or price efficient rather, or both, is to make it video efficient. And it's not a bad practice. If you're fixing obsolete stuff, like I said some other time in the video, you're fixing stuff you can't get parts for, you know, this is a good way to learn. Like if I spent a couple hours making this and I couldn't get it to function as I need it to, then ordering a gasket is not out of the question, and I don't have a problem ordering a gasket. But where's the fun in that? Now we've got a gasket. We made it ourselves. We know how to do it. I'm going to make sure the choke is... We're going to pull the choke out just a smidge. I'm going to pull it out just a shade and then tighten it up. That way I should have a little bit of spring on my choke. Just enough spring on there to make sure it's pushing it all the way open. Pull it shut. Yep, we got full open and close. All right. Looks like everything is on there. I'm gonna get everything on here. We're gonna see if it'll fire off. I'm gonna set this stuff out of the way for now. I don't really need it on there to see if it'll work. I might even move y'all back just a little bit. So y'all can kind of see what it actually is now. I'm going to straighten y'all up a little bit because I don't want the camera falling over. All right, let's see if it'll run. Now before it would run, but I had to keep my hand over the top of the carburetor. So we're going to try it, just like we're going to pretend it's going to work just like it ought to. All right. I'll let the fuel pump run a minute. Get a little fuel in the carburetor. And bring the thunder. this. I have to loosen my tripod up a little bit. All right, I'm gonna throw that top cap back on. I gotta see if I can find an air filter. But y'all know how to do all that. It's not like it's exciting. All right, appreciate y'all watching. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Remember, Merry Christmas. Get down there in the comment section. Tell me if you like this stuff. I've had a rough week. Because it's the middle of the week already and it feels like the first. You know. All right. We appreciate y'all. All right, y'all have a good day. Stay safe, be kind, treat each other the way you want to be treated. God bless. Remember, Jesus loves you. All right, y'all have a Merry Christmas if I don't see you again. Bellhopper out.